this audio that we got could be huge for Usher in one of his cases, one of the accusers.
In some ways, the big case. This is the Georgia case where the woman wants $20 million saying she contracted genital herpes from him.
Right, and in her lawsuit, she said that she and Usher had sex once in New Orleans, and it was unprotected, and she says that's when she was exposed to the herpes virus. So
that was
July 21st is when she filed that.
2 days before she filed the lawsuit, she was talking to a friend who recorded her. We should say that this was recorded in Georgia, where it's a one-party state where you don't have to tell the other person. So this guy recorded her, and this is what she said.
He didn't have the decency to tell you that he had herpes. That's what bothers me.
Don't try to make me mad. First of all, if we were having it unprotected, then he should have told me, but we weren't unprotected, so it doesn't matter.
So you don't think there's a problem with that?
Not if you use protection. That's why they make protection for people who have STDs.
How do you feel about moving forward now?
I'm not moving forward with anything. I don't want people to know I had sex with someone who has an STD.
So she seems to be saying pretty clearly
that she's not concerned about having contracted herpes.
And that he did not have unprotected sex with her. 2 days later, she says the opposite in this lawsuit and says that it was unprotected sex, at least in New Orleans, and that she decided to file a lawsuit. So what's up?
However, though, guys, I mean, you talk to your friends. People sometimes lie about this when they're talking to friends to save from embarrassment or to get a lecture from your friends. And she could have been doing that. This person was obviously close with her. They're having an open conversation. And we don't know. Maybe she wasn't telling the truth.
Well, her lawyer has an explanation for all of this.
It's close. It's similar to that anyway, Brad. Her lawyer, Lisa West, told us that Laura Helm was indeed lying to this person on the phone. It was lying because she thought the person on the phone was going to take her story and sell it to the media, to a tabloid or something, to put out a story about Usher having an affair. And she didn't want any part of that. So she was trying to make it seem like there's no story here whatsoever.
But the weird part of that is whether you're having unprotected sex or protected sex, it has nothing to do with an affair.
Right.
If it's an affair, and it's not an affair because it's protected sex.
Well, I think part of the story was also the herpes. It was going to be he's having an affair and he has herpes. That's what she thought the story was going to turn into.
So she's conceding that it was a lie, but she says there was a reason for the lie. Nonetheless, you know Usher's going to bring this up. Usher also has a second thing that he's going to bring up based on these legal lectures we just put up on the website.
Yeah, he's doubling down on the assumption of risk argument that he brought up before. He said, look, if you have unprotected sex with someone, you can catch an STD. And Laura said, look, having unprotected sex, you encounter other risks and maybe pregnancy, but you don't expect to get an STD. Usher says you absolutely this day and age.
Well, he said because, Derek, he said because 1 in 6 people have the virus.
Yeah, he said in this day and age, there's a lot of STDs. 1 in 6 people have it, and you run that risk every time you have unprotected sex.
I'm Dion from Chicago, and I don't believe her. You know, I think that she's just trying to cash in and get a payday on Usher.
Well, that's what he says.
Yeah, that's basically what he's saying.
And
he wants the whole thing dismissed, but
my gut is this thing's going to settle, but we'll see. Make sure to subscribe to TMZ Live to keep up to date on the latest entertainment news.
And if you want to keep watching, click on one of these videos right now.